Siema, zapraszam do oglądania kolejnego odcinka na moim kanale. Mam nadzieję, że będzie wam się podobać. Zadanie?
The Lord be praised.
Sir, I met the parish priest of Uzhitz, and I must...
I should say so. Have you ever seen him? Rumor has it, when he finished his studies at the university where his father sent him, he decided the religious life. They say he made a living as a mercenary. I even heard he fought against the Turk, and then he suddenly came back and settled down here. No doubt it cost his... But he's a fair man, and I'm fond of him. There's a lot to be said for a priest with a... Henry! Just the man I want to see. I need help with something.
What's the problem, sir?
The Archbishop's vicar has come to Uzhitz. I don't know why exactly, but the rumor is that he's on the hunt for heretics, which frankly never...
I'm sorry, but I'm not really up on religious ranks, sir.
You don't have to apologize. It's the devil's own work to make sense of their twisted hierarchy. The vicar is short for Vic.
I see.
In this case, sadly, the superior in question is that nincompoop.
What should I do about him, then?
Firstly, find out why he's really here. He might truly be on the hunt for heretics, which wouldn't be good news. Or it's equally possible he's...
I understand. And then what?
The best thing for me and all concerned would be for him to pack his bags and go back to Prague.
And how can I, encourage him to do that? I can't just kick him out, can I?
No, of course not. But if you can make him believe there's nothing to find here, he'll be off in no time. So tell him I've sent you to a...
Dobry plan, dobry.
I understand. And my task is to assist him in finding nothing.
Indeed.
Are you at odds with the Archbishop?
No, I've never even seen him. But that's no guarantee he doesn't...
But how could he get his hands on it?
He's an archbishop. They have long fingers, my boy. And now, without the king around, it's the perfect... They say in Prague that he's a complete dolt. But
Why?
all the Hare clan are as shrewd as they come.
Uh-huh. Very well. I'll get going straight away.
Good luck, lad. And be careful. Clergymen are what...
I'll be careful. Don't worry, Sir Hanush.
God be with you.
Lecimy. Waldensi. Dariusz.
What do you want here, lad?
God save, Monsignor. My name's Henry, and I've been sent by Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Sir Hanush, And why is he sending you?
I'm to assist you in your search.
Oh, I see. How considerate of him. Well, you've come at the right time. I need someone who'll go unnoticed among the locals. I'm sure Sir Hanush told you what I'm doing here.
He said you're looking for heretics?
Exactly. I'm seeking out the sores that inflict the body of the church. The rash of heretics. Waldensians. Dangerous heretics, one and all.
How can I help you then?
Excellent. Let's get right to the point. I know how to get to where the heretics congregate.
And what's stopping you from going there, sir?
That is to say, I know in theory.
Teoretycznie.
The matter is this. We caught a heretic in Gutenberg who told us of the heretics in Uzhitz. Regrettably, by the time he got around to describe...
I see. So do you know where they meet up, or don't you?
Possibly. His account was confused, to say the least. I have a
Naturally, Father. Otherwise, Sir Hanush wouldn't have sent me.
I see. It's a good thing at least the servants of the nobility are getting a suitable education. Some of their own offspring can hardly write their own names. Here's the record of the interrogation. From what I can make out, his description of the route starts at the...
I'll do my best, Father. Well, I'm not from Ujits exactly.
That's good, because the last thing I need is one of these local... And they don't trust me either. But you're an ordinary lad with a likable face. It's simple looking.
You flatter me, Monsignor. Are there any suspects?
Everyone is a suspect. You can be sure of that. But I'll...
How did you conclude that?
We caught one in Gutenberg.
And that was all he told you?
By the end, all his strength had left him.
I see.
I'm pleased to hear it.
Who are these Valden?
Really? Then you've either not been paying attention in church, or the Both possibilities are equally disturbing, but I'll allow... But to answer your question, it's a
I gathered that much, but what?
Look, boy, I don't have time right now to embark on theological
Very well, I'll get word.
God be with you.
Koniec. A, bo ja muszę... Ogarnij się.
Come right up. Fresh cans ready. Everything you need for a proper soup.
Seems I found it. A cross, nicely carved. Someone in the village might recognize it.
No to Krzyż.
My respects to you.
I'm looking for the owner of this cross.
No, I don't.
Thanks. I'll ask.
Czym jestem?
God be with you.
Father, I wouldn't have expected that.
With a stick.
The village folk
Krzyż.
said you consecrate the cross.
Indeed I do.
Szukam właśnie tego oto krzyża.
I could, but I might not want to tell you.
Why?
People said they saw you talking with a vicar. They're afraid that Sir Hanush sent you here to help him.
That's not how it is.
And how is it?
Sir Hanush sent me to find out what he wants, and to get him out of here if possible.
Well, then we share the same interest. But I'd still prefer it to end with nobody burned at the stake.
You and me both.
That's good to hear. Where did you find the cross?
Let's do a deal. I'll tell you where I found it, and you tell me whose it is.
Very well. Tell me.
W lesie.
I found it in the woods. It looked like people met there. There were other things, candles, a cloth, and so on.
Damn it. That really does seem like...
That the vicar is right to be looking here. It surprised me, too. So whose is it?
The cross is definitely the Bowers, I remember that. But that just can't be. I can't believe it. If they really are heretics, though...
What do you want to do?
I don't know. But I'll do anything in my power to prevent a heretic witch hunt taking hold here.
I see. It wouldn't make Sir Hanush too happy either.
My thoughts exactly. But the question still remains what to do about it. The vicar won't give up till he's found what he wants. You know what, boy? Before we do anything else, we ought to make sure whether there really are heretics here.
What do you
Dobrze prawisz.
That's simple. Listen to how they say their prayers.
What good will that do us?
Prayers are sacred to all Christians, heretic or devotee. But if they are heretics, they're bound to pray differently.
And how would I know there's something wrong with their prayers?
Don't you know how true Christians pray?
I suppose so. But how can I listen to their private prayers? I don't suppose they'll be praying that way in the church.
Certainly not. In the church, they'd pray the usual way. But at home, it's a different matter entirely. I know they meet at the farm in the evening with all the domestics. They'll surely be praying then.
All right, but how can I listen in?
I don't know. Crouch beneath the window? Climb up in the loft? That way you'll be sure to hear everything said in the main room.
What do you know about them?
When I think about it now, they're a little peculiar.
What do you mean?
Well, they do rather keep themselves to themselves. They attend Mass, true enough. They leave the moment it's over. And I've never seen... But on the other hand, they give more alms to the needy in the village than anyone. I can't deny them that.
Where did those Bauer...
I don't really know. I've never spoken to them much, but they've not been here.
And the cross? Did you
No. It belonged to the family who lived on the farm before them.
Right, I'll get on...
Take care.
Do następnego morda.
I could try listening from here.
O, elegancio. Na pewno nie słychać Henryka. Pierdziele. Roi na poddaszu. Na pewno.
Through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Amen.
They took old Wenzel to the presbytery today. His farm is nearby. It's only a matter of time
Before they come for me. I know.
And what are we going to do about it? That vicar is baying for blood, the beast. He will devour you alive.
I do not intend to do anything about it. I shall not waver from my faith, nor turn my back on it.
My dear, what on earth are you saying?
If they come for me, I will go quietly. And I will not lie.
Are you serious? Don't you know what they'll do to you?
I can well imagine. But I am resolved.
The Lord have mercy.
Do not fear. I surrender to God's will. And I do not condemn you if you decide to leave.
I'll stay by your side, although I'd rather that you decided otherwise.
I know. And you have no fear, my brothers in Christ. Stay true to God's plan, as I shall. Go and spread the true faith amongst all good folk.
I'm sorry, I wish there was another way.
You should eat your supper and depart right away. Who knows? He may come for us at dawn.
Mhm. Niech mi...
So I went to check on the Bauer farm, and I don't have good news.
Do tell.
They most certainly are heretics. At least as
What did you hear?
well, for a start, the evening prayers were led by a woman.
That is certainly unusual, but nothing conclusive in itself.
But that's not all. They're afraid the vicar will be coming after them.
Who wouldn't fear that? That swine finds fault with everyone.
Well, it's not like you'd have to try too hard. Mrs. Bauer plans to confess everything.
Confess what exactly?
Most likely her faith. The people of the farm were trying to discourage that, but her mind's made up.
Oh, good Lord, that's all I need. What am I to do?
I don't know, but we have to help them.
You're quite right. You have to talk them out of it, Hal. You must convince them to run.
Convince them? That's easy for you to say. You haven't heard her talking.
I'm sure you'll find a way. You have to try at least. For their own good and for yours.
You're right. Someone has to.
I'm glad you see it that way. Now hurry. You never know when the... God be with you.
Po co? No siema, wrócił. Dasz się na dół? Hello there, love.
Mother of God!
Mistress Bauer,
What is it you need?
I've come to ask something of you.
Have you?
That doesn't matter. The important thing is that I want
admit that I'm a little confused. You've come to ask me...
I want to ask you not to confess to the vicar. Just take your husband and get out of here while the...
I have no idea why you're so taken with my fate, or how you found out about my intentions.
Believe me, I know how cowardly it feels to flee.
Then you must understand why I can't do the same.
I do. But I also know that if I died that day, I would have achieved nothing by it. Whereas this way, I live...
And what are you living for?
Maybe. What of it? The important thing is that I'm alive. You can convert more people to your creed, instead of being scoffed at as they drag...
You may be right, but I can't lie. It's against all my teaching.
You won't have to lie if you're never asked any questions. Just leave. You can preach elsewhere. I'm sure you have lots of friends who'd love to take you in.
But I don't want to run.
No one wants to run away, but sometimes we have no choice.
You're right. I shouldn't give in so easily. I've just grown so weary of the endless persecution.
You should pack up and run away as soon as you can.
Thank you.
Don't delay.
May the Lord watch over you. Hey!
Should.
Good day to you.
I found them, Monsignor.
Pardon me?
I found the heretics.
Really? And who are...
The Bauer family and their entire...
Well, I expect you to...
I found that place the captive heretic talked about, and I found a family. It took a bit of asking around, but I learned it belongs to the Bauers. Their farm isn't far from here, to the north.
Wooden.
And then all I had to do was go there and do a little spying.
A, bo
What of it? What did
essential.
you hear?
Nothing at all. The farm was deserted, not a living soul anywhere.
Ha! They fled. So they are heretics.
What will you do, Monsignor?
It's not the first time the devil's spawn has fled from me. I'll do the same as always. Track them down and capture them. Don't worry, they won't get far. Thank you for your help. You may leave. Take care now.
Aha. A jak jesteś, nie?
The Lord be praised.
It's all sorted out, sir. You've no need to worry about the vicar.
Excellent. Some good news at last. I've heard some pretty wild rumors from Uzhitz. So what happened there exactly?
Maybe this will surprise you, sir, but there really were heretics in Uzhitz.
Are you telling me the vicar didn't come to stick his nose in my possessions?
I don't know about that, but he definitely suspected there were heretics hereabouts. He was right.
Christ. A man doesn't expect that sort of thing in his own fiefdom. Did you catch them?
No, they ran away. Investigation wasn't exactly low-key. Anyway, they've definitely fled beyond your estate.
Well, that's at least something. And the vicar?
He's probably hot on their heels.
Well, I hope he doesn't come back. Anyway, Henry, thanks for dealing with that vicar. You pulled a thorn from my side. Here's a little token of my gratitude.
Thank you, sir.
God be with you.
Dzięki za oglądanie odcinka. Mam nadzieję, że się podobał. Załapkujcie, napiszcie komentarz. Do zobaczenia na streamie lub w kolejnym odcinku. Cześć, cześć.